Hello Aries, welcome back to the Lucky Tarot. This is your general love and relationship reading, period of April 11 until the 20th. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising Aries. If it resonates for you, please like, share, and subscribe. If they don't resonate, go ahead and check your Venus as well as your Jupiter signs for more accurate reading. Let's get one card for you, Aries, to start this reading. Alright, we have mending. Alright, so it could be a period for forgiveness, period for reconnection, reconciliation. Finally having that energy and urge to reconnect with someone that you may have had some disagreement, you know, or could have been a relationship in the past where you left things off and there wasn't really some closure. Now's the time to mend that situation. Finally have a closure for healing to take place. And forgiveness is really a huge part of healing. If you feel like, you know, you're missing that part to finally close the situation and heal yourself from that memory, maybe now's the time to get that closure, to really have that talk once and for all, to clean the slate. And this could benefit both parties. Forgiveness does not only benefit the other person that has been harmed in the situation, but I feel like this is a mutual beneficial process that both of you need to go through in order to move forward. We're going to see with your main entries what this mending is all about, Aries. But I hear the words patching up. It could be patching things up. Maybe there has been some form of trust issues, or someone could have hurt the other person but not intentionally, and so period of April 11 to the 20th is all about patching things up with that loved one or love interest. First card is the Page of Coins. Could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or could be a Scorpio with the Death card that you are dealing with, or Knight of Wands. Well, this is definitely your suit, fire sign. We also have the Strength card. We have the World card, could be a Capricorn. And we also have the Star card, which is an Aquarius. I see a lot of signs, so please follow the storyline, my dear Aries. Bottom of the deck for you guys is the Nine of Swords. Later on, before we close this reading, I'm going to read to you what this mending says in the booklet because it provides more detailed information. So going back to your oracle card, Aries, mending, it's all about patching things up and asking for the divine source to give you the strength to forgive someone. And so I just see here the Strength card with the World card. Instantly, I feel like these two cards together talk about finally giving a closure, leaving things behind in the past and saying it's time to move forward and forgive this person because I can forgive, or forgive this person because I feel like I can handle forgiving someone that I thought was hard to forgive in the past. So this is really a good reflection of how you mastered yourself. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness. I feel like it's the complete opposite. Strength card with the World card, you know, having the strength to, you know, go to this person, ask for forgiveness if you're the one who offended them in the past, or if this is the person who offended you that's gonna come to your life and apologize. It's getting that strength to face them, to confront them, and accepting the apology so that you can finally wrap things up and go forward to a new chapter in your life. It almost feels like you agree to disagree as well. If this person has been on the opposite end of your life, there could have been a complete opposition, or you two are just coming in different places. There could have been a huge gap, and now it's finally a time to accept the differences, you know, agreeing to disagree and saying it no longer affects the two of you. You may not be reconciling totally or getting back together, but forgiveness is an essential part so that you will no longer hold grudges. Those energies could be karmic if you don't clear them. It means that part of learning the lessons is forgiving what has happened and knowing that it happened for a reason. Okay, that's part of the healing process as well. Also, I feel like there's a message that says here, forgive yourself, Aries. If you feel like, for the past months or years that this has happened, you didn't really like how things ended, well, maybe a part of that is also forgiving your input in the situation, realizing that it takes two to make that situation go in that direction. It's also taking responsibility for your end, okay, and accepting that you also contributed to how that situation happened. So again, maturity, strength, acceptance, realization, and then moving forward. It all happens when you open your heart to possibly healing and forgiving that past, okay, and what has happened in the past. I feel like, at the bottom of the deck is the Nine of Swords. And as you can see, we also have the Ten of Coins over here. So you fear really moving forward and ending this chapter because you fear like forgiving is something that is maybe outside of your comfort zone. It's maybe something that you fear people will not accept. Okay, if you're the one asking for an apology, you fear like that apology is not going to be accepted. Or if this is the person you're dealing with, they fear not being forgiven. And so this is something that the two of you have been putting off for far too long because you have all these mental fears. It may not necessarily be true about the situation because I feel like this is already in the past. It's already an issue that's long forgotten. But it is necessary to close this chapter, like I mentioned, so that you can forge a new path. So Nine of Swords, definitely 9 is a number that is almost to completion. So this is the last push that you need, Aries, okay, to finally get rid of all the burden, to free yourself from all the worries and anxieties that may be still there subconsciously weighing you down, okay? These are mental fears that we are talking about with the Nine of Swords. So if you're brave enough and if you have the strength to face these fears and cross the bridge, finally do that thing that you fear the most, which is going to that person and asking for an apology and also accepting their apology, it's going to bring you towards happiness. 10 of Coins. Coins does talk about home situation. It could even talk about your career. So this could be any relationship in your life. Could be a coworker that you didn't really see eye to eye with, that have caused you a lot of emotional strain, or it could be a family member that you have had a falling out, or it could be an ex-partner or a love interest that may have caused you a lot of emotional and mental fears. Now is the time to give closure to that so that you can finally have your 10 of Coins. Emotional fulfillment, peace, unity, and that feeling of being cleared from all of that heavy energy so that you can finally let happiness and forgiveness take place in your life and in your heart. And so as you wrap things up and as you gain the courage to take the necessary steps towards that, Aries, you find yourself more and more at peace. The Star card, this is the Star card of serenity. Everything that drained you in the past, you feel like you're ready to take on new energies. And it's as if the universe is going to pour down all of that wonderful new energies into your life. That's because you made the step to finally face your fears. With the Star card, everything will seem, falling into place. It feels like you're being rejuvenated, you're being recharged, you're being spiritually awakened, if you will. And so with the Star card, it's going to be a rewarding process. At the end of the day, do this not for others, do this not because this is what people tell you to do, but because this is something deep down that you must do. And this is something that's going to bring you a rewarding feeling at the end of the day, something that can uplift your spirits. The Star card, something that is going to finally bring you a sense of becoming whole once again, okay? So I feel like it's overall a rewarding emotional experience. It may be fearful at first, but once you get the hang of it, it is something that will come naturally towards you. So in all areas of your life, as you open to forgiveness, you're going to have the courage to also sort some relationships in your life that you may have some a bit of tension with, okay? So it becomes a natural habit from there on to start forgiving and being forgiven. And that is a beautiful process. It shows how you're maturing here. It shows so much about your inner strength and your ability to control the situation and not to do things out of your character, but always come from a place of love, forgiveness, and kindness. So you could be dealing with, yeah, I did say a lot of signs, but I feel like some of you are holding back from forgiving this person because, yeah, like I mentioned, there could be mental fears, but not only that, because you feel like if you do confront this person, it almost feels like you are being confronted that an ending is indeed happening, if that makes sense. It's all about you finally accepting that it's over, it's done. Okay, so if you've been putting off that forgiveness, that confrontation, or that closure, maybe because you're not ready to completely let go of that person just yet. But best believes, like I mentioned, it's going to come naturally towards you. You're going to be able to face your fears, and you're going to realize this is something that you've been putting off for far too long, and it's time for you to let go of that altogether. With the Death card, the death of something is the birth of something new. Do not be afraid of this transition phase. It's not going to last in this period for far too long. What's waiting at the end of this tunnel is a bright new future, a bright new life, new energies, new love, new friendships, new overwhelming sense of being joyful. Because this Death card, it is something inevitable, okay? This is something that you cannot stop from happening. What you can do, though, is ease yourself in the process of accepting that something needs to end, something needs to also finally have a closure, okay? So I feel like you could be dealing with Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, someone younger, like I mentioned. This person has a very vibrant energy. People are being drawn to this person for a reason. They may have a very childlike personality, or that this person could be the adventurous type, all right? Someone that's not afraid to get their hands dirty, to explore the world, and to just chase after that thing that they're passionate about. Although this person may not be vocally expressive of how they feel, but just the way that they perceive life right now is very positive. So if you're here looking for confirmation regarding this person, I feel like they're also very open to forgiveness, to that conversation or that talk, or they may be even open to offering something new here. Could be a new friendship, all right? Not one like you had before, but this one is a more firm, more mature kind of friendship that they're trying to offer. And so I feel like they're really open to that. Okay, they have a very optimistic and positive outlook with regards to the relationship that the two of you already have. Perhaps that this person also went within, learned the lessons that they needed to learn. They also realized that they have done something to contribute as to why the relationship happened this way. And so they're ready to hear from you again. They're also ready to accept any form of communication that you might offer. And so this is something that they're also anticipating to happen. Best believe that. They're also looking forward to finally let go of any old resentment and issues that the two of you may have had in the past. So this is really all forward movement that I'm seeing here. But it all starts by conquering your fear. That is always the first step. And so finally I have the Knight of Wands, and this could be your energy, really, Aries, or it could be another fire sign in your life. I see really passions being rekindled. I see someone who's being really free from all the burden, light, and really feeling more passionate about life in general. So I feel like as you do move forward and you chase after that new life that is in front of you, Aries, you're going to feel more and more joyful that you've done this. It's going to be a rewarding feeling, like I mentioned. You're going to pat yourself in the back saying, I did it. I got the closure. I forgave and I've been forgiven. And this is something that freed me from all of this. And finally, I can love myself more. I'm free to pursue more things in life. It's that side of relief. Deep breath, relief. All your worries and concerns is way past behind you. It's no longer your reality. There's a new life and a new you that's waiting for you to accept and to embrace. To wrap things in this reading, my dear Aries, if this resonates, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. I'm going to read to you Mending, that's said here in the booklet, because it gives them more detailed information. And it says here, Aries, Forgiveness, making amends, healing after arguments. So it says here, Aries, you've come to a place where forgiveness is necessary if you are to move forward. Separate or together, you and the other person are still experiencing the effects of a hurt that is impacting everything you do, even if you're not aware of it. The energy needs to clear. What must you do to bridge this gap? Closing your heart is not the answer. You have the power to heal this wound. Ask yourself, what would love do? Only good will come of forgiveness and an honest redress. Alright, so it's letting really go of old hurts in order to reclaim your power. It's healing wounds and mending rifts, my dear Aries. So make amends to set yourself free. That is your reading. If this resonates, please give this video a thumbs up. I kept saying that. But yeah, sending you guys love and light. I hope that you guys were able to resonate with this message. I'll talk to you guys soon.